Many people out there would argue that rFactor 2 provides the most convincing driving experience of any of the major sims. Sure, it has its flaws. It arguably doesn't look consistently as pretty as Assetto Corsa Competizione or GT7, and its user interface is as simple to negotiate as a McLaren IndyCar contract. However, Studio 397's sim has undergone a bit of a renaissance over the last year or two, with graphics updates adding depth of field effects and a snazzy photo mode, as well as exciting content like the latest Porsche Carrera Cup GB, Formula E and BTCC cars, not to mention the Van Wall van der Velde LMH and the IndyCar IR18. In terms of tracks, there are British classics like Thruxton and Donington Park, with top endurance racing venues such as Daytona, Le Mans, Spa-Francorchamps, Sebring and Bahrain, all represented in their full laser scan glory. Most are part of paid DLC packs, but there are some official rFactor 2 gems available for free via the Steam Workshop, like the world famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway for example. We're going to run through some of our favourite rFactor 2 track and car combinations, so make sure to pass on your favourite combos in the comments below. Developed by karting simulator gurus Kart Sim, the Senior X30 kart mimics the real-world X30 class kart used around the globe by thousands of grassroots racing enthusiasts. Producing around 30 brake horsepower from a 125cc engine, the X30 is lightweight enough to build up a head of steam and get the esports juices flowing. And Atlanta Motorsports Park's kart circuit is almost the perfect place to test its abilities. As a bonus, the track is available as a free download from rFactor 2's Steam Workshop. Atlanta Motorsports Park is a giant motorsports facility incorporating 2 racetracks and a karting circuit. Designed by Herman Tilke, both the kart and racetracks take inspiration from world-famous motorsport corners. Eau Rouge from Spa-Francorchamps and Carousel from the Nordschleife are notable examples. The track features elevation changes previously unseen in kart circuits, with exciting dips and blind crests adding to the epicness of sliding a kart around at high speed. For extra immersion, try it in VR, although maybe not right after breakfast. The Senior X30 kart is available to purchase as part of the Kart Sim Kart Pack, the Kart Sim Esports Pack, or as an individual item in rFactor 2's storefront. Remember to set your steering ratio to fast, otherwise you'll need to crank on the steering lock to negotiate the hairpins. Croft is little known outside of the UK. The North Yorkshire venue has hosted rounds of the British Touring Car Championship since 1997. Its combination of flowing corners, tight bends, and deadly tyre stacks has supplied British motorsport fans with years of crashy action. So what better car to tackle it with than a modern day BTCC car? In all honesty, any of rFactor 2's 8 BTCC car models would do here, but the Honda Civic Type R feels great around Croft thanks to its inherent long wheelbase stability. This comes in handy through Croft's bumpy braking zones on the approaches to Tower and Sunny Inn, which both precede high-speed sections. One false move on the brakes and it's a one-way trip to the barriers, causing more BTCC havoc than Aidan Moffat's dad. The car also has a noticeably distinctive exhaust note, which, if you've ever attended a live BTCC event, is bang on the money. Take a bow, Studio 397's sound team. Races at Croft tend to be tense affairs, with the last turn providing most of the action, as aggressive touring car drivers try dive bombing their way down the inside of opponents. It's the slowest corner of the BTCC season, and a small part of one of the most technically challenging British tracks, and that's why we love it. The Dallara-built IndyCar IR18 is a grip-hungry open-wheel brute of a car, equally at home on ovals as it is on road courses and street circuits. One of my all-time favourite sim racing experiences was taming it around the tight confines of WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, best known as the Knock Hill of California, probably only by us. By tweaking the car's myriad setup options, I was able to gradually decrease my lap times, adding a touch of wing here, a softer anti-roll bar there, and a whole heap of bravery everywhere, until I was able to throw the car into the high-speed turns 4, 6, 9 and 10, confident it would stick to the road and not wash out into the Monterey sand. Pick the shortest IR18 wheelbase you can, add a ton of wing, and you'll have a great time mastering this tricky circuit with a Moorish car. There's no better feeling than using a sim car's aero grip to its maximum, confident that pushing harder will reap more lap time, and the IR18 delivers this in spades. Even Laguna Seca's slower corners are a worthy challenge, with the Andretti hairpin daring you to brake as late as possible to help set up a late apex run to turn 3. Remember to short shift into third gear through the corkscrew however, it's definitely not the best place to have oversteer. Now this one is a bit of a left field choice, but the Formula V from the Reiza pack is a thing of beauty. It's a simple, low-powered single-seater, which offers a stern driving challenge thanks to its narrow tyres and tendency to go sideways. In terms of racing, it's an absolute joy to battle against equally armed opponents, with slipstream trains regularly forming. It's the kind of grassroots racing that makes the Formula V such a popular choice for many racers in the sim world, where it's easy to be overwhelmed by the popularity of GT3s. Reiza is the development studio behind racing sims Automobilista, Game Stock Car, and Copa Petrobras de Marcus, titles renowned for their driving physics and handling models. So it's no surprise the Reiza Pack's cars all tick the box marked feels. The V is my favourite, however, celebrating the low-tech and low-cost fun of amateur motorsport. In terms of circuit choice, Longford 1967 is not the best known track around, despite being freely available on rFactor 2's Steam Workshop, but it's a real-world recreation of the Tasmanian Longford circuit. Originally created by modder Wuchu, the track was so well done it was eventually adopted as official rFactor 2 content. Predominantly used in the 50s and 60s until financial difficulties forced it to close in 1968, Longford is a characterful track, with quaint white fencing adorning the streets. Yes, they raced on actual streets, featuring a giant brick railway bridge near the start line. Oh, and you need to cross the train tracks during the lap. A health and safety officer's nightmare right there. Longford consists of 4 90-degree right-handers connected by 4 long straights. It sounds rather humdrum, but the viaduct complex is a thing of beauty in the Formula V, forcing you to hit the grass in 3rd gear while the car makes a break for the boonies. The lengthy straights give opponents a chance to draft right back up to the leading cars too, making races a frenetic battle of tactical overtakes. It's magic. Just look at it. There's nowhere quite like Le Mans, and the Circuit de la Sarthe is present in rFactor 2 in all of its endurance racing glory. The French venue has hosted its famous 24 Hours of Le Mans race for over a century now, and make sure you check out our History of Le Mans video on the TraxionGG YouTube channel for more information. Now, there's no sign of the great race's popularity waning. The hypercar rules have rejuvenated the top class at Le Mans, but I'm going to concentrate on the outgoing GTE cars, with the Corvette CAR the pick of the bunch. Why, you may ask? Not only does it offer mid-engine agility, but it's also rather effective, winning its class in this year's Centenary Le Mans race in the hands of Nicky Katzberg, Nico Verone, and Ben Keating. There are few rFactor 2 experiences more atmospheric than driving the C8R during the night, frantically checking your rearview camera for marauding LMP2 cars as you nervously hit the brakes for Mulsanne Corner, with the help of some ABS too. Now, GTEs are tricky to drive, it's why many of us love them, but sadly, they're being replaced by GT3s for next year's Le Mans, so make sure you enjoy them while you can. And that's going to bring to an end our 5 car and track combos in rFactor 2 that you need to try. Make sure you let us know in the comments down below what your favourite combos are, whether they're on this list or not. There are so many fantastic combos out there. In fact, we're hoping to bring you another video in the future with 5 of our most underrated combinations, so do keep an eye out for that one. Subscribe to the Traxion channel if you've enjoyed this video, and hit the notification bell to catch future videos as they are released. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, keep it pinned, and have a great day.